Hello students, our today's topic is how to test the presence of protein in foods. So while testing the presence of protein in food, we will conduct a test, and in this test two chemicals are required. So firstly we will discuss about these two chemicals, and then we will discuss how to perform the test for detecting the presence of protein. So our first chemical is solution of copper sulfate. Solution of copper sulfate. Solution of copper sulfate is formed by adding 2 grams of copper sulfate in 100 milliliters of water. Suppose you have a beaker, and in this beaker 100 ml of water is present. Okay. Now in this beaker in which already water is present, add 2 grams of copper sulfate. What will you add? 2 grams of copper sulfate. So you will obtain a solution which is blue in color. Okay. You will obtain a solution which is blue in color. Now what is copper sulfate? Copper sulfate is a chemical used in the laboratories. Okay, it is a chemical used in the laboratories, and it is blue in color, and in its purest form it is solid in nature. It is blue in color and it is solid in nature. Okay, got it? What is copper sulfate? Copper sulfate is a chemical used in various laboratories. It is having blue color. These are small crystals of copper. There are small crystals of copper sulfate. These crystals are blue in color. Okay, and it is solid in nature. Now you need the solution of copper sulfate, means you require the copper sulfate in liquid form. So how will you prepare the solution of copper sulfate? Take a beaker, add 100 milliliters of water in it, okay, and then add 2 grams of copper sulfate in this beaker in which already water is present. You will obtain a solution which is blue in color. Why this solution is blue in color? Because water is colorless here now, and we have added blue colored crystals into this water. So these copper sulfate crystal will make this solution blue in color. So we have discussed the first chemical which we will use while testing the presence of protein. Okay. Now the next chemical is solution of caustic soda. Next chemical that we are discussing is solution of caustic soda. Caustic soda is a chemical that is used in various laboratories. Okay, it is a chemical used in various laboratories. So how can someone prepare the solution of caustic soda? It is prepared by adding 10 grams of caustic soda in 100 milliliters of water. Okay, take a beaker, add 100 milliliters of water in it, and then add 10 grams of caustic soda in it. You will obtain a solution which is white in color. Okay, you will obtain a solution which is white in color. So what is caustic soda? Again, this is a chemical used in various laboratories and in various industries. It is also solid in nature. It is solid in nature, and it has, or it is white in color. Okay, this caustic soda is white in color, and it is used in the manufacturing of soaps and detergents. Soaps and detergents. Got it? Caustic soda is a white colored solid. It is used in the manufacturing of soaps and detergents. Means in soaps and detergent, caustic soda is present. Now you need the solution of caustic soda while testing the presence of protein. So this is a glass beaker. In this glass beaker, add 100 milliliters of water and then add 10 grams of caustic soda. You will obtain a solution which is white in color. This solution is white in color because water is colorless and crystals of caustic soda are white in color. It is a white colored powder. Okay, so you will obtain a solution which is white in color. Next we will discuss, this one is the second chemical. Now we are going to discuss how to test the presence of protein in foods. How to test the presence of protein in foods. So step 1 is, take the food item in which you want to test the presence of protein. Okay, you can take whatever food item in which you want to test the presence of protein, but keep in mind that that particular food item should be in powdered form or in form of a paste. Okay, take the food item. This food item should be in powdered form, okay, or make paste of it. This food item should be in powdered form or make paste of it. Suppose you have taken cheese, which is also known as paneer. Suppose you want to test the presence of protein in cheese. Okay, so crush it properly, mash it properly. Next step is, take a test tube and add the crushed food item into it. Okay, suppose you have taken a test tube and add crushed food item into it, mashed food item into it, or the paste of the food item into it. Okay, suppose we are testing the presence of protein in cheese, so add mashed cheese in it. Add mashed cheese in the clean test tube. Okay, and then add 10 drops of water in it. Okay, what will you add? 10 drops of water. Okay, what will you add? 10 drops of water, and shake this test tube very well. In this step second, what will you do? Take a test tube and add crushed food item and also add 10 drops of water in it. Okay, and shake this test tube very well. First step is, take a food item, either it should be in powdered form or make paste of it or mash it properly. Okay, suppose you want to test the presence of protein in cheese, so mash this cheese properly. In the step second, take a test tube, add mashed cheese in it or whatever food item that you have chosen, add that particular food item in it and then add 10 drops of water in it. Okay, and shake this test tube very well. In the next step, step 3, what will you do? Add 2 drops of, with the help of a dropper, Okay, add 2 drops of copper sulfate solution. Add 2 drops of copper sulfate solution. Okay, in the same test tube in which already mashed cheese is present, 10 drops of water is present. Okay, add 2 drops of solution of copper sulfate that we have discussed earlier. We have discussed about this copper sulfate solution earlier, how to prepare it. Okay, this solution is blue in color. Add 2 drops of solution of copper sulfate solution. Okay, in this test tube mashed cheese is present, 10 drops of water is present. It is not clearly visible here. Let me write this little upwards. What we have added here, 2 drops of copper sulfate solution. 2 drops of copper sulfate solution. Okay, add 2 drops of copper sulfate solution. In the same test tube in which mashed cheese is present, 10 drops of water is present. Add 2 drops of copper sulfate solution. Okay, this is written as 2 drops of copper sulfate solution. Two drops of copper sulfate solution. Then shake this test tube very well so that all these compounds mix very well with each other. Okay, in the next step, step number 4, you will add 10 drops of solution of caustic soda or caustic soda solution. We have discussed how to prepare the solution of caustic soda earlier. Okay, in the test tube in which already these compounds are present, mashed cheese, 10 drops of water, 2 drops of copper sulfate solution, add 10 drops of caustic soda solution. Okay, first step is take the food item, make paste of it. Okay, or mash it properly, or that particular food item should be in powdered form. Next step is take a test tube, add the crushed food item into it. For example, we have taken cheese here, so put the cheese in the clean test tube. Then add 10 drops of water in it. In the next step, you will add 2 drops of solution of copper sulfate. How to prepare this solution? This is already discussed in the beginning of the video. Okay, in the next step, add 10 drops of solution of caustic soda. You will add 10 drops of caustic soda solution. Shake this test tube very well after adding the caustic soda solution and keep it at rest for few minutes. Keep it at rest for few minutes. Then if the color changes from blue to violet, then it indicates the presence of proteins. Okay. We have obtained a mixture here in which mashed cheese is present, 10 drops of water is present, 2 drops of copper sulfate solution is present. This copper sulfate solution will make the solution color blue in this copper sulfate will turn the solution in blue color. Okay. Also in this test tube 10 drops of caustic soda solution is present, which is white in color. This white color will change into blue due to the presence of copper sulfate solution. Okay. So if the color changes from blue to violet, then it indicates the presence of protein in the food item. More is the protein, darker violet color will be obtained. Okay. More is the protein, dense violet color will be obtained. Okay. If the color remains as it is, means the color doesn't changes from blue to any of the color, then it means protein is not present in that particular food. Okay. So if if protein is present, the color will surely change from blue to violet. Color will surely change from blue to violet. Okay. So we have discussed the process how to test the presence of protein in foods. For this you require two chemicals. First is solution of copper sulfate and second is solution of caustic soda. Okay. So if the color changes from blue to violet, then it indicates the presence of protein. If the color remain as it is, means blue, then it indicates that protein is not present in that particular food item. In the next video, we are going to discuss how to test the presence of fats in food. Thank you.